Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. So, have you gotten serious about your health and fitness this year, or maybe you just haven't gotten started yet? I'll tell you what, the first step on any journey is always the hardest. I'm going to share with you 6 things you can do right now to boost your health. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend. Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, The Power of Possibility, Passion, and Purpose. And we're going to talk about 6 things that you can do to boost your health right now. They're very, very simple, but like I said, the first step on any journey is always the hardest. And if you're trying to get fit and healthy, that step can seem like a super huge one. I mean, getting started is always the hardest. And we've all been there, and sometimes we get started a little bit and then we kind of regress into old habits. But you can crush that first step by making just some small changes, just little things with your lifestyle. And it really starts with simple, everyday behaviors, because being aware of your habits and rethinking those habits can help you curb even the worst of your behaviors. So sometimes it's small. They might seem insignificant at times. I know they did for me initially. I'm like, oh, that can't make that big of a difference. But with small, consistent changes over time, those can add up to be some of the most significant things. So here's 6 simple lifestyle tweaks that can help you boost your health, your fitness, your energy, and even your mindset. 1, get more sleep. Optimizing your bedroom to get more sleep. I know a lot of times people just, we've got TVs on, we've got gadgets on, but if you optimize your bedroom for better sleep, like using light dimmers for the level of lighting, getting the right pillow, investing in a sound machine, just getting enough sleep can impact your mood, your mental clarity, your ability to lose weight, your energy levels, and so much more. And it's important to get that part down. I know a lot of times people are just so busy and they don't get a lot of sleep, and they've gotten away from knowing what the feeling is and what the benefits are of having the right amount of sleep. But trust me on this one, that's definitely one you want to do. The next one is one that I'm kind of talking to myself on because I need to do this more. Stand more. The research is out there, and they're estimating that the average person spends about more than half of their waking hours sitting down. Isn't that crazy? So I know you're probably thinking the same thing out there. You're like, well, you know what? I exercise. That should counteract that. But you know what? It still doesn't counteract the amount of time that we sit down. And I'm doing an exercise program right now, and we're doing moves to loosen up the hips, because the hips can cause a lot of back issues and things like that just because we're sitting stuff. So you can do simple things to get to standing a lot more. You can get a standing workstation, mixing in frequent, and this is what I plan to do, mixing in frequent short sessions of light physical activity. Is like just getting up and walking around. I know that if I'm sitting at a workstation too long, I'm starting to feel sleepy and groggy and whatever. If I just walk around a little bit, it's amazing how that switches. And so taking a break every 30 to 60 minutes, I just set a timer on your app or phone, can really help out. So get up, go for a short walk. The next one is to exercise when you can. That doesn't just mean, getting to the gym, or if you're working out at home, streaming a workout, but getting in more steps, like parking farther away. Perhaps when you're watching TV, designate commercial time. Does anybody watch commercials anymore? If you do, designate that commercial time to do some squats, some push-ups, or jumping jacks. Now, this is going to take some due diligence on your part, right? But it will be some activity that will take you away from, let's say, mindlessly munching on chips while you're just watching a show and all through the commercials, etc. Next tip for you: coffee and green tea. There's research out there that coffee has antioxidant properties to boost exercise performance and things like that. Definitely, if you're doing the coffee thing, skip the cream and the sugar. You probably know that. Otherwise, your coffee is adding weight to your hips and your wherever weight goes on. Green tea is another thing. It's also a healthy beverage. There are other teas out there, but I hear that green tea is kind of the one that kind of trumps them all. Healthy beverage, excellent way to hydrate, boost antioxidant intake. Just beware if you're going the tea route to stay away from sweetened teas. Go for like the green tea bags, that version with boiling water. Let it steep for a while, whatever the directions are in the box. You'll be doing well. Next one is water. Once I started doing this, adding a lot more water to my daily routine and doing it throughout the day, big game changer, not only in weight, but in mindset and how I felt and energy, etc. Water, it can quench your thirst, but it's so vital to many vital body processes. The typical recommendation out there is to, whatever you weigh, divide that in half and drink that many ounces. So if you weigh 150 pounds, 150 is divided by 2 equals 75. So strive for at least 75. I always say strive for that as a minimum, and then actually strive to drink more. Keep yourself hydrated, on track with your health goals by carrying a water bottle around through the day. My wife does that all the time. When it gets down there, she just refills it up, and it's got these little indicators as you go down. I think hers has some some great mindset things to keep in mind throughout the day. Some positivity on her water bottle. There's a lot of them out there. You can check that out. My other tip here is to meal prep. I know a lot of us don't want to do it. It seems like a big inconvenience, but if you are serious, because it's all too easy to just shove a burger in your mouth when you're feeling rushed, or heading out to get that submarine sandwich or whatever it is when you're rushed and tired and stressed. But an easy way to prevent overeating or grabbing not so healthy foods because they happen to be in the cupboard, it's just to plan the week or even just like 3 days in advance. To meal prep some things, pop them all in the fridge for quick grab and go, or even just do something with the freezer. That's what I used to do. I used to divide up a bunch of containers filled with vegetables, some protein, and I would also have a snack there. I'd seal them up, and then throughout the week, that's what I just pulled for my lunch and even for dinner times as well. So, and another tip is to downsize your dishes. We have 2 different sized plates, but we always use the smaller plates. So learning to portion control your food and for the different food groups is super, super important. You can get all your macros, but it's a great way to stay full, get all the things that you need, but you're not overeating, because you can overeat on healthy stuff too. So simple yet powerful tips to boost your health, right? And because you're serious about your health, no doubt, because you're probably already putting many of these into practice. Hopefully, you learned a few more that you can add in to your daily habits. I know that I did as I was researching this to share with you on this podcast. So if you're finding it challenging to put yourself first, then for sure you'll want to head over and download my Morning Success Habits Master List. They're filled with habits of highly successful people, packed with routines, rituals, tips, and strategies to move you from running that really crazy, chaotic, oh my gosh, I'm out of control during the day, at the beginning of the day, to feeling clear, focused, and fulfilled. It's absolutely free. You can find that at Morning Success. Let me rephrase that. You can find that at morningsuccesshabits.com. Once again, that's morningsuccesshabits.com. All yours for free. You are welcome, my friend. That's all I have for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And please share, subscribe, and if you can get over into your podcast app and leave an honest rating and review, you would absolutely rock. Plus, I think the universe will come out and say, you rock. I'm gonna give you some positive vibes. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. As always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.